Are you excited?
This is an impossible task, Emma. This is impossible.
But you know what? We're gonna still try and do this, right? So,
Let's do this.
let's do this.
छाया आसमां में देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमां में देखो झूमता गगन ज़मीं आसमां पूछ गया झूमता गगन मेरे झूम ले जहां ये कैसा नशा प्यार का समा रही समझ में आसमां होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा कैसा नशा होश है कहाँ होश तो खोले प्यार तू ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा
Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. We are the Pageant Gurus, and this is the one that you all have been waiting. The final prediction of the 71st Miss World pageant. Guru, please tell our audience what they're gonna expect.
Well, it's been an exciting journey so far, Emma, and this is in fact the final part of our Miss World Festival from the Pageant Gurus of the four-part series. And it has really been a very, very tough one for us. The girls have definitely enjoyed it, and we are all set for March 9th at the Geo Conventional Center. India has really welcomed all candidates with its arms, with its open arms and open hearts. And I do feel they've done it in a very elegant, in a very respectful, and in a very dignified manner. You know, the way they have upheld the legacy of Miss World, I think kudos to India and the organizing team. They've really made up for the loss that we've had in the last couple of years. So I'm so excited. But then this year, the competition is so fierce, Emma. There are so many candidates, and the more you get to know them, the more you feel, oh my God, she should be there. And then, oh my God, she must be there. But then there are only so much we can do. So I just feel that more than 115 countries and clearly surpassing all the other pageants that we've got, and it's been a tough one because here it's not just about beauty that we just look at their swimsuit or the evening gown and decide on our top 20, right? There are so many challenges, and in each of these challenges, you get to see some nuance of the delegates, and that makes us very hard for us. So yeah, but I think the whole Miss World Festival. What do you think? How has it been so far? Do you think you liked it? Is there variety in it? What are your views on that, Emma?
It, just as you said, it's not like how we can judge the other girls in other beauty pageants. It's way different, and I love it because it was all about empowering women in the truest sense. So we saw many competitions, many head-to-head challenges, and important issues were talked and brought up, and even issues that we tend to forget about was also brought in the limelight by these girls. So it was absolutely amazing because you see these women have so much of substance, and you're not going to be all about beauty. It's all about the brains as well. So it was very difficult. Initially, I had a very tough time picking up my girls, but then you're going to notice in our list, it's going to be, there's some girls who are there for the overall package, that they're cute, they're beautiful, the model, and they're good models, and they photograph well. Then they're these super powerful minds that you just cannot miss.
No.
So it's been tough, and I've loved the competitions. I love the sports challenge. I love the head-to-head challenge. The head-to-head was like amazing. It was just tough to pick up girls, and I think I have most of my girls from there, but then you're gonna wait and see who's there in my list as well as Guru's list. So this is fun because this is our top 25 final prediction of the Miss World, and who is gonna
Emma,
be top 5?
are you excited about the final show? They've announced the final hosts, which is Karan Johar and Megan Young, a former Miss World.
Yeah.
We've also had Neha
Yeah.
Kakkar and Tony Kakkar, as well as Shan We still don't know who the judges are, and that's going to be very important to see who actually is going to wear that blue crown.
Absolutely. You know, Karan Johar
I
was
hope
the
we get to
judge. I think it was in China. He was a judge in
2006.
China, but now he's hosting. So yes, so it's interesting to see him back on stage rather than looking toward the stage, because I think he'd make a good judge. I'm not so happy about Tony Kakkar, Neha Kakkar. I mean, they're like, okay, fun singers, but well, I guess let's see how they're gonna perform. They're very popular in India, so that's probably why they're there. Shan has been,
Definitely popular.
you know, very, very popular when we were growing up. So
Often,
I would love to hear him sing, definitely. I'm not a fan of Tony Kakkar. I'm not that kind of music. Maybe I'm just too old for it. But you guys are gonna love that. I'm sure they put up a good show. But yes, Guru, I'm extremely excited to know and eager to know who the judges are, which they yet to reveal. So I hope it's Aishwarya Rai. That's all I can say.
I would love,
And
all would love that in India. But I think also, one more point, the whole festival has been organized in a very structured way. So, if you
yeah.
remember, we started with the press conference where we had former 5 Miss Worlds. Then we had, the whole, there was a best of food, tourism, showcasing our art, our culture. Then there was this opening of the festival. Guys, you must check out our video of who we thought were there in their national costumes. The girls went in Delhi as well as Mumbai. They went to Rajghat. They went to the Red Fort. Then there were glamorous dinners and galas. They went for the Mumbai Del Monte Members Club. Then the whole aspect of Save the Tiger, Miss World Agents of Change, with the Ministry of Forests and Cultural Affairs and Fisheries. Then they also celebrated the Tadoba Festival, which is all about saving the tiger, where they had India, England, South Africa, US, and Spain as well. Then they had the Army Wives Welfare Organization have this sustainability workshop as well, talking about education, technology, menstrual hygiene, sustainable development, military widows as well, and innovation. So very wholesome, in terms of packaging many aspects of what women can deliver, what women are capable of. So salute to the Miss World organization as well as to the Indian organization to really pull this off so well. However, one pet peeve, I think none of us are able to get tickets for the finals. I think that's one pet peeve which I think a lot of us pageant fans as well as bloggers have been really trying, and I think it's all reserved, or probably the friends and families of contestants are able to watch that. So that's a bit of a pet peeve. Glad it's happening live. So next week, by this time, we would have crowned our new Miss World, and quite excited.
It is absolutely exciting, and I do love the fact that you covered all the events that went by. And AWWA is like the Army Wives Welfare Association, and my mom was part of the AFWA, which is the Air Force Wives Welfare Association. So I love the fact that whoever organized and thought about these places that they should go and talk about issues, and empowering women, it was fantastic. It was spot on, because the women of AFWA and AWWA do a lot of work within the military community. So, and I'm a military girl, so I love that. So thank you for pointing it out, that Guru, because I forgot to mention that, and it was amazing that they did that. And yes, guys, don't fret. Even if you didn't get tickets, we're gonna watch home. Be wise, get lots of popcorn and whatever you like to eat, because I think it's going to be an evening, so it's going to be a late evening into the night pageant. Unlike what Guru and I have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch Miss Universe, this is going to be, I think, just easier. It's going to be easier for all of us. I'm sure you guys will come back from work and catch it on the telly. If not, pay your subscriptions, guys, because that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, let's hope to catch it. So, all right, we've got a lot to cover.
The next part is a segue into the small challenges that we had. So, for example, we have had the top models where there were 20 winners, but within different continents. We had Martinique from America, we had Botswana from Africa, we had Slovakia from Europe, and from Asia and Oceania, we had Turkey. And the winner was Martinique. And the fashion designer for all the dresses was Archana Kochar. When it comes to designer awards, again, Asia region, our Indian delegate Sini Shetty won that. In fact, she wore a black crystal gown,
It was
and Emma, if you
beautiful. It
remember, it
reminded
was very
me of
Shweta Sharda
Shweta Sharda's gown, right?
at Miss Universe, same designers. When it came to the
Yeah.
Americas, USA won. When it came to Africa, Ethiopia won. And when it came to Europe, Czech Republic won. Then we move
Yeah.
on to the head-to-head challenge. This time it was different. Instead of having every contestant talk, which in fact I preferred, this time it was a top 25, and they talked about the G20 sustainability development. And this was at the Bharat Mandapam. And I do believe that that place has so much of aura. It is so grand. And these women were not beauty queens, but delegates and spokespersons of their countries. And it really felt that they were there delivering speeches, probably at United Nations. That was the kind of level of authority and the kind of seriousness that these women brought to the
Yeah.
table. And the winners, in fact, was Botswana, there was Nigeria, there was Zimbabwe, there was England, there was Lebanon. And we clearly see a lot of African delegates doing extremely well,
Ooh,
which normally
yeah.
are ignored in Miss Universe. And they all won a book called Swallowing the Sun by Judge Lakshmi Murdeshwar Puri. I was not too impressed by Sini Shetty's performance there, to be honest. It seemed a bit rehearsed. She was taking her time to speak, and because of that, it felt that flow, that conviction from the heart was a bit missing. What's
I
your
agree
view?
with you. I agree with you. In fact, from the head-to-head run, I think she was quite weak because I did not see any substance into what she was saying. Although she was using a lot of statistics, and it did make sense, but it just fell flat for me. I wasn't convinced. But then she did perform way better than Lebanon, because Lebanon just wanted to cry, and that just reminded me of MGI Indonesia crying on stage when she was doing all that great speech of Stop the War. I found that was like, okay, I am gonna cry and sell this. I did not buy Lebanon's, and I think Sini definitely did
Well,
better than Lebanon.
that was
Although Lebanon was
Emma,
shortlisted. Was it the
uh,
tears that made her, or was it the tears that got her shortlisted? Sini did not. But having said that, I feel that Sini speaks very well. It's just that it didn't come together at that moment, and that's where it kind of fell, because it was not flowing naturally out of her. So Guru was right. It was rehearsed. It was just all like, I'll cover these points and I'll say these points, and that's probably why our girl did not do well at that. But don't fret, guys, because competition's there and anything can change on the final night. So
the other thing is the Beauty with a Purpose gala, which was done day before yesterday, where there were the top 10, where they actually showed a montage of each of their projects that they've done, and followed by introduction of these women by Steve Douglas. And there, if you talk of tears, Miss Ukraine, in fact, really broke down, and it really shook the audience there because of what's happening in her country. So let's see if that works for her in her favor. We also have the sports challenge, where you had special guests from Delhi Capital Academy girls. There was the Indian football players, hockey players in the national stadium, and we saw that Croatia won that challenge, followed by Chile and Peru. And overall, the blue team won. And then we had the talent competition, where you had a top 23, which narrowed down to a top 14, where Miss India was also there, and she did a Bharatnatyam dance it was an homage to Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. However, the winner was Tunisia, followed by Northern Ireland and Indonesia.
Yeah.
Whew. So much packed in 3.
Yeah, it was a lot. And I think I loved how the competition went. It may not have gone the way other beauty pageants, the preliminaries go, and everything is all about, everyone's watching and it's all very flamboyant. It wasn't. It was very real, it was very serious, and it was entertaining. So I loved how the Miss World handled it. Like, all eyes are on the final show, how they're going to do it, how the judging is going to happen. So here it's when it gets really real, because now we know how has Miss World picked up itself from last, when it just went into oblivion for 2 years. So now it's going to be damn interesting to see how they're going to do the final show. And I'm positive. I'm feeling positive about it. I don't think they will disappoint. And but it's going to be very iconic because this is held in India. So it will be a very memorable moment, regardless who wins. So we Indians are super, super happy about this. And I think that's covered all the preliminaries and all the challenges that have happened till now, Guru. So do we move on to our next part?
Except for multimedia, which still we are not sure. But having said that, let's get that out of the way and let's talk about our top 25. Are you ready, Emma?
Oh my God, I'm so eager. Let's get this on the road. All right, guys, and here's how it's going to happen. We're going to start from 25 to number 1, and that's obviously our favorite to win. So we're going to talk about the girl at 25. Guru's going to share his, I'm going to share mine, a little bit about them, and then we go on to the next. All right, so Guru, why don't you get started? Who is at number 25?
Number 25 is Miss Croatia.
Oh,
She has won the Sports Channel, a very bubbly contestant, and I do feel she is going to go far in the competition.
okay. So I do feel that as well. All right, for me, number 25 is Miss Ghana, and she is here because she is gorgeous and she speaks so sweetly. I don't know, there's something about her. Her name is Miriam Kurlasi, and I love the way she dresses. I love the way she presents herself. There's something very powerful about her. So she's definitely, top 25 for me. All right, and who's at 24?
We have Miss Ukraine, Sofia Shamia. I do believe that heading into the Miss World competition, she did well being part of the finalists of the Miss World Beauty with a Purpose. Sorry. I do believe that she did well by being in the top 10 of the Beauty for the Purpose. And yeah, I feel she's strong. What about you, Emma? Who's at number 24?
24 for me is let me get her name right. Nurusena Say. She's Miss Turkey. She is, I find her amazing, and I find her very beautiful. And you don't see Turkey usually make it to top 25. And I would love to see her make it there because she's very talented. So yeah, Turkey. Okay, and who's at number 23?
At number 23 is USA, Victoria De Sober. I do believe that last year Shri Seni almost won Miss World, and she is the national director of Miss USA, and she sent a very strong delegate. I do see her crack the top 25. So, who's at number 23, Emma?
Number 23 for me is, well, a current favorite from Miss Universe, of course, Nicaragua. Okay, and her name is Mariela Ceros. She is so beautiful. I love Nicaragua. I don't know why. And I had to put her because you know what? She's in there because she is gorgeous. So definitely at number 23. And who's at 22?
Number 22 is Miss South Africa, Claude Mashego. Understanding that she is from a new franchise owned by Rolene Strauss, a former Miss World, and this is the first time there's a new management change. I do feel she's a very strong speaker, and Miss World definitely knows how to promote such women. So yeah, at number 22, I have Miss South Africa. What about you, Emma? Who's at number 22?
I have Lucia Begek, Miss Croatia. Obviously, she's sporty and she's cute and she's beautiful. So, that's it. I don't think I need any more reasons to put her there, but I do think she will climb up the ladder a little more this time. All right. So, who do we have at 21?
At number 21, we have Miss Colombia, Camila Pinzon. And it's so interesting that this year, Miss Colombia, most of Miss Colombia's, all of them are Camila. Be it Universe, be it, Grand, most of them have been Camila. But Camila is a very strong-willed and beautiful woman. I think she has all what it takes to reach the semi-finalist of Miss World. What about you, Emma? 21 goes to?
21 goes to Axel Aronoff, Miss Martinique. She was the top model, and she is beautiful. So I do think she'll crack the 40 and come to 25. Well, here's hoping, but I would love to see her. I think she seems quite remarkable, and I want to see how she speaks. So yeah, let's see. All right, and here it is. Who is at number 20?
Okay, at number 20, we have Miss Australia, Kristen Wright. I do believe she brings a fresh flair to the competition. She did extremely well, and her first impression at the opening ceremony definitely left a mark at me. So, at number 20, Australia. What about you, Emma? Who's at number
And for me
20?
at number 20 is Karina Botis. I think I said her name right. Is Miss Thailand, and she had a wonderful, um, you know, purpose when she was talking in the head-to-head challenge about food security. So I think she spoke well, and she is doing a lot of work on it. However, I don't see her going way up the ladder at this point, but she's at 20. All right, so who is at 19?
Well, it is Miss Martinique, Axel Rene, winning the
Okay.
top model. I do believe that she was extremely, polished. There was a bit of
Yeah.
chic persona that she had, and she stood out. So for me,
Yeah.
Martinique definitely is going to make that cut. Okay, Emma, what about number 19?
Number 19 is an interesting one. Her name is Kedis Del Tor. She is Miss Vietnam, and she is the one who is promoting her t-shirts at the end. I mean, I thought that gimmicky, but I'm like, girl, you're doing something about it. So you know what? She's a little high up on ladder. I do think she'll break the top 25. So, well, let's see. All right. And who is at 18?
Okay, number 18, we have the face of the pageant, Miss Spain, Paula Perez. She is such a super beauty, and she really impressed me all through. And I do feel that she is there to win it. But right now, she is at number 18 for me. Okay, Emma, who's at number 18 for you?
I'm gonna blunder. Vietnam is Hyun Phong. Sorry, guys. Vietnam is Hyun Phong. And 18 is Belgium's Candice Del Toro. She is there. I liked her. She was an orphan. She has a beautiful story, and how she's feeding kids in school, about that whole empty lunchbox thing, and how she's providing food for children who can't afford decent meals every day. So that was a very sweet, sincere story she had. So that's why Belgium. And she's beautiful. I love her. At 17. Guru, who's at 17 for you?
Well, at number 17, we have Miss Canada, Jamie Vanderberg. I do believe that she again is so beautiful, so gorgeous. One can look and, and the way even she talks, it's so humble. At the same time, there's this earnest, sincere feeling that you get when you speak and, hear her speak. And of course, we've always seen that, Canadians are very well spoken. And yes, so for me, that's important, and that's why she is in my number 17 spot. What about you, Emma? Who's at number 17?
Number 17 for me is Gwendolyn Frenol, Miss Philippines. She is very sweet. Her advocacy was all about education and not completely convincing, but that girl is very sweet, and I feel she's gonna work it on the finals night. I'd love to see what evening gown she's gonna choose, and Philippines always dresses extremely well. So I'm super excited to see how they're going to do in Miss World. So, all right, who is at number 16, Guru, for you?
For me is Miss Trinidad and Tobago, Ashe Abrahams. She's been doing extremely well when it comes to, the head-to-head challenge, as well as in the Beauty with a Purpose as well. So definitely a great speaker with commanding presence. She is in my top 16. What about you, Emma? Who cracks the 16th spot?
Is Miss Indonesia, Audrey Cecilo. Her was all about digitalization, and she spoke very well, actually. And I don't think I would want to see her progress much, because they're much better girls at the top. So for that reason, she is actually on 17 for me. But you can't miss her, and you can't ignore her. So take a look at her, guys. Okay, here it is at the top 15. Who is at number 15?
So this is the top 15, guys. It's getting hotter up there. It is for me Miss Zimbabwe, Nokutenda Marobwa. Sorry if I butchered your name, but you're extremely well spoken. You've done so well in the head-to-head challenge, as well as in the Beauty with a Purpose. I think she is very strong this year. Zimbabwe continues to send very, very empowered women, and I do feel she's going to be in the top 15. What about you, Emma?
Top 15. Number 15 is for me is a gorgeous girl that just stole my attention from day one, and she is Faith Torres, Miss Gibraltar. She is
Oh,
beautiful. I loved her cute little outfit that she wore for the national costume as well. With her the uniform thing. I forgot what it was. It was adorable. She is very pretty. She's very beautiful, and she is definitely there for me at number 15. Okay, here it's getting real. 14, Guru. Who is it?
Miss Nigeria, Ada Eme. I do believe, again, another very strong representative from the African region. And it's just getting more and more nerve-wracking, to be honest. You know, I have these women who are just neck to neck, but at this moment, she's at my number 14. What about you, Emma? Where are we on your list?
Okay, wait. Where is my list? Where does my list go? Number 14. Oh, is Imen let me get this right. Imen Meherzi, Miss Tunisia. She's beautiful. She's talented, and I don't know why. I just feel that she just might come. I don't know. It's just one of those things I do. Get the underdog countries up. So yeah, that's why Tunisia's there. Okay, Guru. At unlucky
Okay, number
13.
13 is another veteran who I thought would do better. Should have been higher on my leaderboard, but at this point, she's at number 13. She is Miss France, Clemence Bottino from France, and she has in fact represented France at Miss Universe in the year her NAS won. She was in the top 10 in the year 2021. I do believe that she came with a lot of promise, but I don't see her rising, and she has not peaked enough for me to reach and crack that top 10. So right now at number 13, France.
I agree with you, Guru, because for me, at this point, it's also France at number 13. I have made a bit of
Oh,
I didn't make a switch at the last minute. So she's beautiful, she's everything, but I don't know, something is just not giving, I mean, so I did make a switch at
it's
the
not
last.
the Miss World vibe. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
she's holding back. It's
there's
not.
something it's not all of it, but it's not coming towards us. Like, I don't know, it's just fell flat for me. Okay, who is at 12, Guru?
At number 12, we have Miss Thailand, Tharina Botes. She's
Okay.
actually, she's a pageant veteran again. She's a South African model.
Mm-hmm.
She was there in Miss Thailand, where she was first runner-up
Mm-hmm.
in Miss Thailand 2021. And I do feel again, I thought I would expect more from her, and I thought she would do better. But somewhere down the line, she hasn't upped her game, whereas other contestants have. So at the moment, she's at my number 12. What about you, Emma? Who is at the magic 12?
Magic 12 for me is Miss South Africa. I do love South Africa, but she did not wow me completely like usually South Africa does. But South Africa's always been a Miss World favorite for all the right reasons. So, yep, she's at number 12. Ouch.
Okay. At number 11, I have Miss Brazil, Leticia Frota. She really is someone who believes in her cause. And during her Miss Beauty with a Purpose speech, she talked about Hansen disease, which is leprosy, and how she has made sure that she is including, people with Hansen disease to get into the mainstream
Yeah.
and get the livelihood, and there is awareness and there is inclusion. And I just felt language was not a barrier for her. She could communicate well, and I do feel she has a long way to go. So at number 11 is Brazil. What about you?
For me, number 11 is Miss Australia, Kristen.
Oh,
I like her a lot, but then she was talking about healthcare, and she's studying to be a doctor as well. So she's super intelligent, and she was talking about the healthcare. within Australia as well. I mean, it was fine, it was good, but it didn't have that, you know. So that's the only reason why she is there. Number 11. Guys, this is
Okay.
it, the top 10 for the Miss World. Okay, so Guru, do you want to go first?
Yes, I will go first. It is Miss Philippines, Gwendolyn Ford. She had a lot of time to prepare, and a lot of people in our country thought that she would not do as well. Probably not popular, but I do feel in every challenge she's risen to the occasion, and she's done extremely well. And I do feel Miss World appreciates consistency, so she is in my top 10. And what's it for you, Emma?
Number 10 is somebody they overlooked because this girl was fantastic, and she is Miss Kenya. She's at number 10. Her name is I hope I get this right, Shantu Kwaboka. She is very beautiful and she speaks so well. I love the story that she told, and there's something very real and sincere about her. I definitely want to see this girl come in top 10 without a doubt. And Guru, you said this before the beginning of the show, Africa is ruling. You know what? All right, let's go to number 9. All right, who's number 9 for you, Guru?
Number 9 is an Asian powerhouse when it comes to Miss World. It is Miss Indonesia, Audrey Vanessa. I didn't have much promise or didn't see much promise from her, but slowly and steadily as she moved and latest in her talent, I just felt that there was a spark of brilliance in her. I do feel that she is probably one of the most prepared Miss Indonesia and the best delegate from their country after a long time. And I do feel that she would crack the top 10. Okay, number 9 is
Number
divine
9.
for.
You guys are not gonna like me for this. Miss India. Sorry, but she came down a lot for me. I am not convinced, but I hope I'm wrong. But she's number 9, Sini Shetty.
Yeah,
Like she's not shining in anything. I mean, it's like she's just struggling through it, and her wardrobe has fallen a little flat for me. I don't think it was thought out well because she's so gorgeous, and there's some outfits that worked and the others were just not thought of at all from the team. So I am struggling with Sini. I hope she does a 360 and shocks us all on the final night and proves me wrong 100%. I do want to see that. But for now, she is sadly number 9. She did not make it to my top 5 as well. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, who is number 8 for you, Guru?
number
Ooh.
8 for me is Nepal, Priyanka Rani Joshi. I do believe year after year, Nepal has been sending quality women. Their
Yeah.
Beauty with a Purpose projects are real projects where they've actually made an impression, where they have found a root cause, and they're actually contributing to the betterment of society. And I do feel Priyanka is so well spoken. And she was also part of the top 10 in Beauty with a Purpose. I do feel she deserves to be in the top 10. So, yeah, number 8. Miss Nepal.
Number 8 for me is a beautiful head-to-head speech that she gave, and I'm shocked why she is not a favorite for everybody else. Is actually, and let me get her name right. Her name is Anseli Rajolina. She's Miss Madagascar, and she was talking about sex crimes against children, against minors, and about how to strict the laws towards that in each country. And she did a beautiful video on about how children are sexually abused at a very young age, and there's a lot of crimes that go unreported. So it's a very, very important topic for the whole world at this point, and I loved her for that. But I don't see many people talking about Madagascar. You know what? She's really amazing. So the fact that she brought up that issue, you talk about, and she said that you talk about children are our future, but they're not safe in the current present, So that is a very, very important subject, guys. I mean, Madagascar, spot on, girl. You may not have spoken very eloquently, but you nailed it. So for me, you're definitely there at number 8. Okay, so here it goes. 5. Who is at 7?
Number 7 is Miss Turkey, Nusrena Said. I had high hopes from Miss Turkey, and in fact, earlier she was in my top 3. But I do believe that after an initial high, she is not being able to sustain herself there. though she's
Mhm.
doing extremely well in many of the challenges. But for now, she's at my number 7. Okay, what about you,
Um,
Emma?
all right, this one is number 7. We talk about 7, right? 7, 7, 7. Ah, Miss Zimbabwe. Her name is Nokutenda Marumba. I was learning this the whole day. Nokutenda Marumba. So it's like Zimbabwe. So she's wonderful. I think, all the things Guru has already pointed out. I mean, yeah, that girl definitely higher up on my list because I think she is very smart, very intelligent, very beautiful. So okay, here's it. Number
Okay,
6. Okay,
number 6 is
changing top
someone
5
that
very
left.
slowly.
It's all about first impressions, and this woman had an indelible first and lasting impression on me, Miss Peru, Lucia Arellano. I do believe that the moment she stepped onto the stage, there was this amazing charm, banging body, very
Hmm.
well spoken, heart as well as words. I do believe that she could actually win it all, but for now, I've just left her out in my top 5 circle, but she could just be inching up. But for
Well,
now, number 6 is Peru.
number 6 for me.
Okay.
At number 6 is Northern Ireland. Her name is Caitlin.
Ooh.
She had a very, very amazing, look and approach to digitalization and social media and what goes on in social media in the beauty industry. And she did this wonderful thing: open your phone, look down, and see what you see. So that's actually what happens. When you look at these ads, you feel insecure and you feel, your self-esteem goes down when you see these beautiful girls. So she tackled that very well. It's a very real issue because you have makeup tutorials coming up. You have a lot of these ads coming up telling young girls that they're not enough or not beautiful enough or they have to be a certain way. So she tackled that issue beautifully. So I love the way she approached it. And she's gorgeous, by the way. I love Northern Ireland. I love the way she speaks and kind of reminds you of the girls from Dairy Girls. If you guys have not seen the serial, you got to watch it. It's my favorite. So that's one of the reasons why Northern Ireland is there because of that Dairy Girl thing. So I love Caitlin. So you know what? Very important issue to talk about. And yep, definitely made it there. Okay, so now it gets real. Top 5. Okay. Guru.
So
This was a
I
tough
do
one.
believe any of these women would make a wonderful Miss World.
Yeah.
But at number 5 is this young woman who has actually competed in Miss Universe in the year 2022 and has been noticed by the Miss World organization all through from day
Mhm.
one till the very recently. And she is none other than Miss Lebanon,
Oh,
Yasmina Zaitoon. I do feel that her heart to head challenge speech, her top model, her first impressions when she wore her national costume around, I think across she is someone that the organization is definitely rooting for. And the last time Lebanon came close to winning was in the year 2015, where I thought they would actually win, but it was
yeah.
Spain's crown that year. Um, and I do believe she's going to wear an amazing gown. And if that's the case, you never know, she might be wearing the blue crown.
Ooh.
Yay!
Well, she
Who
was
is at
on
number
she was
5?
she was yeah, Guru, she was on my list and she got bumped off when I saw that crying thing. I am sorry I didn't write that. Sorry. But well, okay, I do love Lebanese people. I do love Lebanon and I've always had Lebanon on my list, whether it's MU or anything. So this is the one time she wasn't. Okay, so me at number 5 is wait, I'm gonna get her name right because she deserves it because she had a wonderful her name is Ada Emi, Miss Nigeria. She had a wonderful thing about sustainable agriculture, about how to kill, poverty and famine and things like that. How do you really nurture a community or a village? It's all about agriculture, which is true because we have a lot of issues with farmers everywhere in every part of the world. And I think agriculture is a very, very important topic. And you do need to, empower them. You empower the land, and then you will see everyone reaping the fruits of their labor. And it's actually true. So I love the way she presented it. It was a beautiful thing and how she wanted to end hunger, how she, it gives more jobs to people, a lot of A lot of things open up when you expand agriculture. It's a very, very important part of a civilization. Agriculture is one of the backbones of every civilization. So for that reason, I loved the way she spoke. Nigeria has to be in top five for me because I will be very sad if she wasn't. So I think it was a fantastic way she approached hunger and poverty as well. So okay, so here it is, Guru number 4.
Okay, number 4 is Miss Czech Republic, Kristina Brizova. She is again a beautiful face, a very strong speaker as well. She was in the top 10 of Beauty with a Purpose as well, and she's been winning the hearts of one and all. However, I just don't know if Miss World is ready to crown Miss Poland, Miss Carolina, Miss World 2021's twin sister. She looks just like her, you know.
I am shocked you
But
put her seriously so up on the ladder. I'm really shocked, Guru. You must have seen something in this girl, and I'm going to be eagerly waiting to see if she makes the cut because Guru just doesn't put a girl just like that, you know. He's all about the mind, and I'm all about the heart. So there's the reason why she's there. So guys, take a look. Because I've overlooked her, by the way. Although she's pretty, but I've overlooked her. Okay, for me at number 4 is a girl who spoke about a very important issue, climate change, and that's Miss Brazil, Leticia Frota. I love the way how she spoke about climate change. It's a very important issue. And I love it when girls talk about it. And she spoke very eloquently, and she is gorgeous. Oh my God, I can't wait to see what gown she's going to wear. I can't wait to see how she styles herself. So it's going to be a treat to watch this girl on the final night. Okay. Deep breath. This is the top 3. Guru, let's go.
okay, top 3 is at number 3, or the second princess, is our Karnatakan queen Sini Shetty. I do believe that, you know, I know she's not won any head-to-head challenge, or she's just there, but just not about there. But I do feel she has a huge home country advantage. And because of that, her confidence level is going to soar high. She's definitely going to make the top 40 cut. And
Yeah.
slowly but surely, she will inch her way into the magical top 3. She's been doing
Ooh.
pretty well.
Correct.
I just hope in the last couple of days, because they've just finished the closed door interviews yesterday, I just hope that she has given her rocking best and all the very best to her. So yeah, for me at number 3, it's Sini Miss India. What?
I do hope you're very right at this because she really has not been able to shine because of the other girls. I do believe that she is gonna do something remarkable on that stage. So yeah, you know what, Guru, I'm rooting for you at number 3. All right, at number 3 for me is a country I love and I've always loved is Miss Nepal, Priyanka Joshi.
Oh,
Women empowerment. I mean, I love the way she spoke. This girl can speak. She's eloquent. She's beautiful. Her diction, her pronunciation, she's so elegant. She is so beautiful. I mean, this girl has got everything for me. I love Miss Nepal. I mean, I remember in Miss MU, Nepal was number 1 to win. And you know what? It's going to be always there now because they are producing some amazing contestants. You cannot miss.
I agree.
Cannot overlook Nepal no matter what you do. So you know what? I think it has to be someone fresh and someone new. And I love the fact if an underdog country wins it. I always root for them. So for me, I really want to see Priyanka Joshi because she's doing a lot. And she is, you can't not notice her, guys. Go take a look at her videos. All right, so she's at number 3. And okay, this is it. Who is
The first princess,
princess?
or is the elegant Miss England, Jessica Gagan. She's impactful. She's a redhead. She talks about mental health. She talks about how she was bullied when she was young and how she's a role model. She's an engineer, and I do believe that she has all what it takes for Miss World to crown its winner back to home country soil where it all began. So yeah, it could be England's year, but for now, I do feel there's someone who's just pepped her. For now, at number 2, Miss England.
This is going to be
Okay.
very interesting, guys. This is going to be very interesting. Guru, my number 2 is Lesigo Chombo, Miss Botswana.
No.
Oh my God, you're amazing, guys. This is going to be one awesome, final countdown. And, this girl, I mean, I don't have to say anything. She just left me speechless. She is beautiful. I've never seen a more beautiful girl. And the way she speaks, the power that comes out of her voice, and the way she owned the room. That head to head channel when she spoke, I was like, oh, okay, you want to just listen to her. She's amazing. That girl is power. She is absolute power. Number 2 for me, and I'll tell you why, because she could have been number 1, but why I chose my number 1, I'll give you all the good reasons for that coming up. Nice.
So
All right.
let's just continue with what you were saying. For me, it is going to be Miss Botswana who's going to win Miss
Number
World.
1
It's gonna,
is this. Okay.
I do believe she is in her league of her
Yes,
own.
she is.
When she spoke, the moment she came on stage from day one, when she says Botswana, till the
Yeah.
last minute in Duty with a Purpose, where she held the mic and she said that she wants good education, normal livelihood for
Yeah.
children, to be the norm. And those words came from the heart. Those words came
Yeah.
from an empowered woman who has lived that life, who knows what impact good education, good upbringing can do for the entire generation. So I do feel it's going to be Africa's year this year, Emma. For me, Miss World is Miss Botswana.
Well, he said it. And who's it for Emma? And let me tell you one thing, Guru. You're right. It's Africa and Europe head to head in this challenge, because for me, number 1 to win it is Jessica Gadget, Miss England. And
No
I'll tell you
way!
why. You are just like this.
Oh Lord.
Jessica Gadget, she
Right.
is aerospace engineer, and she aspires to be an astronaut, and she is from the aviation family. I'm from the aviation family, and she had a very amazing approach to climate change, because the carbon emissions that happen from aircrafts is bad. I mean, and the fact that she's working engineering, she's talking about, doing some new technology. She's trying to promote new technology. She's trying to work and study on things that can make, flying less harmful for the environment. And we all know how important airlines are, how important flying is, and how the traffic is just getting more and more post lockdown. So I think being an engineer, she's very smart. She puts up these little videos on giving us information on what the parts of an aircraft are, what do they do, and it's very sweet the amount of passion this girl has. Sorry, baby, wait, my baby. And it's really wonderful to see the passion that she has, and she has a wonderful approach to reducing pollution, air pollution, being an engineer. So, you know what? My father's a pilot, my brother's one, and oh my God, I'm going to be loving this girl absolutely. And she's gorgeous. And did I mention she has red hair? Ooh, okay. So this is fun, because my number 2 is Botswana, and my number 1 is England,
Oof.
and Guru's number
This
2
is
is
going to
England.
be
His number 1
this
is
is the proper
Botswana.
head-to-head challenge between Guru and Emma.
Oh my
Oh.
God. All right. Okay,
Well,
so this is going to be a fun live reaction. Guru and I are going to be like, oh. Well, guys, let's
this one is
think
going
about
to be
top
a
25.
clincher. It's going to be a nail biter.
It's going to be absolutely a
You
doozy,
guys don't want to miss this one out. It's going to be a live reaction to Miss World Finals. You don't want to miss that out. I hope you liked our favorites. If you don't, even that is fine. We all are entitled to our opinions. Do like, share, and comment, and do tell us who are your favorites to win the blue crown. And yes, we shall see you very soon.
Don't
Emma,
forget
any
to
closing
hit
words?
the bell button and follow us on Instagram, because we're going to be coming up live, somewhat live, with a live reaction of the Miss World. And you're not going to want to miss our post show as well analysis. That's another one, because we don't know how we're going to get shocked with the whole thing. So there's going to be a
Miss World is always a shocker.
analysis.
In the end, we don't know what happens.
We have
Let's
no
just
idea
hope
what's going to happen.
I just hope India puts up a great show. High hopes. After 28 years, we are going to be eagerly watching. And we support all the girls. I think they've done a great job so far. And may the best, most deserving, most eligible girl win.
May they be
And may
fed.
she have a proper 1 year reign only. We don't want her here to have a long reign.
Yeah, we need this girl to be dethroned absolutely a year from now. And you know what, guys? Let us know who you liked, who you don't like, who you think is going to win, and why do you feel that maybe our list was not agreeing with you. So engage with us, let us know, hit us, and you know what? Stay tuned for the big one and stay safe, guys. And all of you who made it to the pageant, congratulations. Comment and tell us how it was, the show for you after it was over, because we didn't make it. But you know what, guys? Have a wonderful week ahead. And you know what? Stay safe, stay blessed, and you're gonna hear from the pageant gurus very soon. Until then, Allah, shukriya.
And Miss World 1994 is Miss